Hello everyone, and welcome to the Felix Frame, where we frame the news you need to know. We are your hosts,
Chris Knapp
and Miley Edwards.
So let's get right into the news.
This is our last episode of the season for the Felix Frame.
Meaning my last episode ever.
The staff is going to miss you all.
On May 15th, the Tatler staff put on the 2024-2025 yearbook signing run. They displayed the 2024-2025 yearbook and all the hard work and effort the staff put in. How do you feel about seeing the yearbook for the first time?
I was a little confused, honestly, when I heard what the theme was, but now that I've opened the book, I really like the execution you guys had, and the pictures you have are great.
What is your name and grade?
My name is Jasmine Bonaventura, and I'm in 9th grade.
All right, how does it feel to have all this work that you put into the yearbook come to something like this?
Oh, it's awesome. Like, I've been waiting for this book this entire semester so far, and finally getting to see it, like, when you all open our eyes and saw it felt great. And then seeing, like, your own spreads and everything was awesome. It was great.
What was your favorite thing about making the yearbook?
I think just the collaborations we had with everyone in the classroom was probably the best thing. I mean, everyone, like, can depend on one another to get things done, and it's not just one person's job to be stuck on one thing, and one person, like, everyone works together.
Are you hyped for the yearbook signing party?
I'm so hype! Watch, it's gonna get packed.
How did you feel seeing the yearbook for the first time?
It's really creative, and it's like I love the creativity because like, it just shows like it's kind of like a metaphor, like going through the woods and coming out into 2025.
The class of 2025 looks to the future as they start a new part of their path. We asked some seniors what they thought their future holds.
Can you say your name and grade?
My name is Miley Edwards and I'm a senior.
I'm Tate Straw, I'm a senior.
My name is Amelia Rosie and I'm a senior.
I'm Jacob Morrow, and I'm a senior.
I'm Nicole Young, I'm a senior.
Aiden Snowberger, I'm a senior. Dean Kitchell, I'm a senior.
My name's Emily Flora, I'm a senior.
So my name is Justin Snee, and I'm a senior.
What do you plan on doing after high school?
I plan on going to college at IU Indianapolis to study marketing.
I'm going to IU Bloomington and studying speech pathology, and hopefully I'll attend grad school after and start my career as a speech therapist.
I plan on getting a job and working on getting some money so when I go to college it's not as much debt. And I plan on going on one out-of-country trip in the Mediterranean and one out-of-state trip to West Virginia to help people build homes.
I plan on attending Manchester in the fall to pursue either police work or being a teacher, and then also get a student for
I'm gonna attend Purdue to get my master's in speech pathology.
I will be attending Purdue University to go into either mechanical engineering or biomedical engineering.
Yeah, I'm going to attend Wabash College, play baseball, and get my degree in finance.
Well, I'm going to Tennessee for a week for a vacation, for graduation. But I'm going to design the lighting for the JCT play Shrek the Musical, which is going to be in July, if anyone wants to go watch that. So that's the special thing that I guess I'm doing, some of those two things.
I'll go to Purdue, and I'm majoring in mathematics.
If you had one piece of advice that you guys could tell a future senior, what would it be?
Do not procrastinate, because that will be the death of you.
Yeah, don't give up, and like at the end of the school year, don't get senioritis, don't just stop coming because it doesn't care, because you're gonna miss things like this.
Apply to scholarships early and save money because it's extremely stressful to get. It's fun getting into college, but then you look at financial packages and everything else, and if that doesn't turn out the way you like it, it's really stressful.
Put your problems aside. Don't close yourself off. Be friendly. Make new friends. Have fun.
Honestly, I would say to put yourself out there and to join more extracurriculars, even if it's really time consuming and tiring, because I regret not doing that, and I had a lot of fun when I did.
hang out with your friends as much as possible. A big, good group that's really close is the best thing that could have ever happened to me throughout my 4 years of high school, and take pictures and videos.
When you get to your senior year, just do it in school in general, but just be friends with everybody. Just try to talk to as many people as possible, because when you get to your senior year and you graduate, you're never going to see many of these people ever again. So go out there, do as much stuff as you can in your groups, and just have fun. It's all going to be over, and you're never going to experience high school ever again. Nothing's like it, so have fun.
How does it feel to know that you're finally out of high school?
It's definitely really relieving. School's kind of stressful, so being out of it and getting into the next phase of my life finally is it's refreshing.
Well, I'm not out of high school yet, but truly I'm never going to leave the high school for the summer at least, because of McHale. I'm the McHale Tech crew. I'm going to be here still probably every week doing different shows for McHale, so I'm never really going to leave the school until I go to college. But just the routine of leaving the school, leaving the classes, and leaving all the super easy access to all your friends and everything, and the resources that the school gives you, is going to be really shocking over the summer.
Are you going to miss anyone here at the school?
I'm going to miss my friends a lot, but of course over the summer there's going to be different ways we can all get together, like the JCT plays and birthdays and things like that, and if we ever celebrate. But I'm going to really miss, just Magpie a lot, I would say. Just because, I've been here since freshman year. It's one of the only classes that you can have where you can be with the same people, be with the same teacher, be with the same type of class from your freshman year. So I'm really going to miss that, but I hope once I go to Ball State for journalism that the experiences that I've had in this class carry over.
I definitely am. I'm gonna miss seeing people, all of my friends who are like underclassmen and upcoming seniors. I'm gonna definitely miss them, but seeing these people every day, that's gonna change, and that's definitely kind of scary, but I'm definitely gonna miss them.
In honor of Principal Matt Jones, here's Riley Mall to get an insider scoop on Mr.
For people who don't really know, how long have you been principal here?
This is my 14th year as principal and 30th year in the school corporation. In administration, I want to say I've been in administration for probably a little bit over 20 years.
How does it feel to know that you're leaving a place that you've been effectively spearheading for a good few, a decade, basically, just over a decade?
Yeah, I mean, my gosh, it's gone so fast, I guess, but 14 years, that's a long time, a lot of graduating classes. I feel good, and it's just been an honor to serve the students and staff and the community of Logansport all these years. I never thought I would come back and be the principal of the high school that I graduated from in 1991, but it all worked out that way, and it really has been my honor to serve.
Are you confident in the rest of the staff that you're leaving behind as principal and stuff?
Oh yeah, Mr. Miller, and it's been fantastic this year, and big thanks to Mrs. Starkey, the superintendent, and the school board of trustees in allowing for Mr. Miller, the associate to principal, to work with me all year. That's the ideal setup in any transition, if you can have the next person in line to work with the current administrator or any job, or an owner or a manager, to work alongside to see how a year in the life of the high school principal works. And so that's been a great collaboration, which just helps overall with the transition in the future. And again, that's the ideal setup. A lot of times in schools, that doesn't happen. A principal will retire, or they'll move on. Next thing you know, you're interviewing and looking for the next principal, and they didn't have a chance to work together for a year. So I think that's just only going to be a benefit moving forward. And Mr. Miller is a talented administrator, has been an administrator in the corporation for a long time at the feeder schools over at Franklin, and then at, he's been at the junior high too at one time, and then the intermediate school. So he's got a lot of ideas and knowledge and energy, and he'll do an excellent job. In fact, take it to another level.
Is there anything you really wanted to do as principal that you get to do in your time here?
Oh yeah, I mean it's we've really built that partnership with the Century Career Center and with us here on our campus, because it's a big campus, a big footprint at Woodbury Lane. So our side, the academic side, the traditional academic side has been here for a long time. But when they brought on the career technical aspect of it, that just made Logansport's program of studies even reach a wider range of students with hands-on learning. So that's been critical. The dual credit opportunities has been a big change for us. When I first started here, we may have had even assistant principal 3 or 4 dual credits, and now we have well over, I think, 100 dual credit opportunities for students here. So that's been big with the early college program, the associate degrees, Indiana College Core, all the savings with dual credit. So that's been a real focus the last, in particular, 10 years of my administration here to get that done.
Well, I think that's all the questions I have. I just think thank you for being principal.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been a real treat and joy.
The new Iron Horse basketball team season is coming to a close. Here's an insight to their season.
My name is Preston Myers. I am the general manager of the Logansport Iron Horses on assignment from my day job in the TBL offices. So the Iron Horses are one of 37 teams located in the TBLB Basketball League. We're a nationwide league of professional basketball players, professional teams. We range everywhere from the East Coast to the West Coast, all the way up to Canada.
So how do you find your players?
Every season, there's a whole combine system. They come to us sometimes. Coaches have personal contacts. For the last 20-some years, I've been a coach at all sorts of different levels. I know a lot of people in basketball, so if there's a good player out there, it's pretty easy to get him in front of the eyes that need to see him.
So do you guys accommodate those new players if they're coming from somewhere like California? They have to move across, or do they need to find their own form of technique?
Typically, we house the players. That's every team kind of operates independently that way. It's usually part of their contract negotiation. Do you need housing? Do you not need housing?
How did this start? Why Logansport?
So how did it start in Logansport? The last season, so about a year ago this week, I owned the franchise in Lebanon, Indiana, and we had a little bit of a gym conflict. We needed to move 2 games to another community just to accommodate our gym requirements. We utilized that space, toured the community a little bit, saw what we liked, and thought, okay, back of our head, this is a friendly place. You know what I mean? Fast forward a year. Our Midwest division needs an additional team. From a pure numbers standpoint, there are not enough teams in the Midwest to make it financially viable for our Midwest franchises to operate without spending way too much money on travel. We've got a couple of local teams here in Indiana that are really within a stone's throw of Logansport, Kokomo, and Lebanon. So the decision was made, hey, let's put another Midwest team in here, even if it's league backed. And we chose Logansport based on the strength of that showcase weekend the year before. Mostly out of a little bit of need for a Midwest team, the hospitality from the city the year prior, and the proximity to those two other TBL franchises.
Knowing, Logan Sport, we get pretty hyped for our basketball games. What would you say the most exciting game this season so far?
I would say we've had a series with Kokomo. We've played 7 games against Kokomo this year, and the Iron Horses won 4 of the 7. And really, with the exception of last week's blowout win, every one of those games has been right down to the wire. So within a point or two, a basket or two, a possession or two, those have been excellent TBL games.
Now, looking to the future, what kind of goals do we have this team?
So, I've never done anything without the intention of winning a championship. So that's really my goal. Now, that's a lofty goal because every other team is trying to do the exact same thing. I think as a new team, new rookies, new culture, the expectations were not incredibly high for our team initially. I had my own personal expectations, but I don't think anybody would have faulted us if we missed the playoffs in our first year. Well, it looks like we're going to be the 3 seed in the playoffs if everything goes to plan the rest of the season. So it's like we've done a nice job. We've won more games than we've lost. Players are playing well. Rookies have developed nicely. Definitely a team on the rise.
That's it for the 2024 to 2025 season for the Felix Frame.
Where we from the news you need to know.